What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are, for the first time ever, screening topsoil with our Rotastar screener. So I got this last fall. I used it a little bit on my skid loader. It has a skid loader plate on the back that you can use, but I finally got my 80 back to the property here and got some nice weather. And I decided to take an hour here and 2 hours and screen some topsoil because we've got some jobs coming up. And we're gonna want some nice dirt, and this is gonna work out really good. So I've been screening for about 10 minutes and I have, I'd call that a 10-yard pile of topsoil. And this is just stuff that's coming from our property, and as we take out more dirt to make parking lot, I'm just screening it right here on this pile, and we've just been using it as we need to on job sites. So this morning I took off all the they're like rings that make it a ½ inch minus, and I took all those off and I just went to 3/4 inch minus, and you just take off these little rings that go in between the stars. And yeah, I think I don't know if I've ever I had a video of me unboxing this, but I think it got lost or something last fall. But I'll bring it closer to the camera here. So as you can see, there's like rotating stars in there, and they spin. And see, there's a skid loader plate in the back. See how that works? And that's how it goes. So you fill it up with dirt, you put it over where you want your pile to be, and then I have kind of I'm just trying to scrape down to the clay here. I got about 12 to 18 inches of topsoil we can dig through. That's my tailings pile right there, and then this is where I'm screening it. I'm just kind of going. I'm sitting up on a pile about 6-7 feet, and I'll be honest with you, I am like super pumped on this thing right now. I don't know, it's perfect weather. There's a little bit of moisture in the soil. It's not super dry. You can see what's kind of left. It's just sticks, larger chunks of dirt. Like there's a piece, this is 2 pieces of concrete in here, and I'm just gonna scoop right through that. Oh, I missed the one. I got the one. There's a piece of wood in there. So this is the kind of stuff that screen right through it. Now, I would imagine if you were to put a lot of concrete and stuff, all that stuff like wears down those stars. They're like a polyurethane or a UHMW, like they're a wearable part. I mean, I don't know how many hours you get on one of those. I'm sure I got this from AD Equipment, so if anybody's looking for one, reach out to AD Equipment, and I cannot say enough good things about their customer service. And so anyways, they're a dealer of Rotastar screening buckets, and that's where I got this from. So I have to ask them some more questions. I also want to know if I can turn this thing up a little bit more. Like, I'm assuming it's like a flow thing on my excavator. I can turn up the speed. But what's cool, you can't really see it in the camera, but it like kind of turns the soil, so like it kind of breaks it up even in the bucket. So the more time I want to spend, the more I could get out of a bucket. Sometimes it's like, okay, I don't feel like waiting any longer, so then I just dump it into the tailings pile. But I was told that, you know, you could even screen dirt. See, there's some bigger chunks of dirt in there. Screen it, and then go through the tailings pile again and screen that again. But you know, for now I'm just trying to get a nice big pile of topsoil, and it looks like there's a big stump right there that we didn't get ground out when we were grinding stumps a couple months ago. That's a bummer, but like, I got little tree roots and stuff in here. It's awesome because I'm getting the topsoil out of it. I'm getting the dirt out of it, and all the roots and all that junk stay in there, and then I can screen it, obviously. So, see, like, I could probably get some more dirt out of there, but I just don't feel like taking the time to sit there. I want to keep screening. That pile is every bit of 8 feet tall now. Like I said, I've been filming this video for about 5-6 minutes, and then before this I filmed another video for, I think it was 8 or 9 minutes. So 15-20 minutes worth of screening, and I have, that's probably 10-15 yards of topsoil there, screened dirt or whatever you want to call it. And again, the main reason I wanted this is because we have the dirt here on the property. So this is just going to be such an absolute game changer for us. Sometimes you have to kind of shake it a little bit. I think this screener is the RS4-9, sorry, RS4-9. So I believe that's 4 to 9 ton. So I believe this screener could go on my KX57 technically, but it has an S45 coupler with EC oil. So that's another sick thing, is I can just take this thing right off if I want to and put a bucket on or forks or whatever, and then quickly put it back on. So that's super sweet. Just goes on my tilt rotator really easily. And AD Equipment had that all set up for me before they shipped it to me ready to go with EC oil and everything, which is really, really sweet. Flatten out my pile a little bit more. Like I said, here we're just trying to scrape down to the clay, because where I'm sitting right now is a part of where the driveway is going to be ultimately, and so I need this pile to move. So this is kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and we're going to use the dirt. Try not to get in the clay, but it's also not completely horrible to have a little bit of clay mixed in if I need it. So it mixes in really good. But we were bringing some of this dirt to a couple jobs without screening it, and it wasn't bad. It just had, you can see there's a lot of sticks in it and rocks, and so I mean, we were using it for like fill dirt on jobs. But now I know what we have coming, and this is going to work out good for finish grading stuff, and just getting ready for sod on different jobs and those types of things. So we'll keep screening here for a little while, and then I'll probably get out and show you how the piles look. But just moving it around with the bucket a second ago, I can tell it's really soft and smooth, and just nice screen dirt. So let's show you. So I've been screening for about 20 minutes. I did about 10 minutes before I started filming, and then 10 to 12 minutes after. So this is about 20 minutes, and I would call this every bit of 20 yards of dirt. So if we were saying that's 20 yards or 1 yard per minute, and you can see this is perfect for what we're doing. I mean, it could be a little bit drier, but I mean, this is fantastic. So you can kind of see what it does. And I didn't take them off the top. Here, let me go around the front. I didn't take the rings off the top one. You can see them right there. These rings right in here, these can come out. You can see I took them out in the middle of those. And that would give you 1/2 inch minus, and this is giving you 3/4 inch minus. So, I don't know. It seems like we have some buildup. Again, it's kind of wet, so I don't know if that's a problem or not. I'll have to talk to AD Equipment about that. I can't get it to reverse, so I need to figure out if I need to change something on my settings on my machine or what to get it to reverse if I want it to reverse. But yeah, so this is, like I said, the Rotastar RS4-9. And I think what I want to do next, I want to come over here. This is some sod that we stripped off of a job the other day. I want to scoop up some of this and see what it does with it. So let's do that. So yeah, as you can see, we got a skid loader plate on the back, and then we just pull these 2 caps off, and then I have hoses, quick connect hoses that can go on there and then go onto a skid loader, which is really cool. So, ooh, this is no good. There we go. Don't want that wrapped up in the tracks, that's for sure. So. All right, let's go down there and try that sod out, and then we'll see if it. I have no idea if it's going to do anything. Let's try a little bit of the sod here. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but yeah, it's not going to do anything. It stripped out a little bit of dirt, but too chunky. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting it to do anything. It's all good. I probably will I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to do something with it. Because I don't. This is why it's sick to have it on the tilt rotator, because I can still do tilt rotator things kind of with it. Move that pile to the side, and I'll need to get rid of that pile somewhere. I'm trying not to bring stuff to this property that I can't do something with. So I can't really do anything with this pile of sod unless it sits there for a while and breaks down, which I guess is a possibility, but I think for now we're gonna wrap it up for what I'm gonna do right now. What's up, guys? So I'm back in the screener today, and I wasn't planning on adding to this video, but I'm going to, because I had a phone call with Donna and Anthony over at AD Equipment, and it taught me some things about things that I was doing wrong yesterday, or the other day when I was screening. And so I'm trying to work on my technique a little bit, and so I thought I would explain some of the things that I was doing wrong. So you're not going to be able to get the same view that I have for some of these things because of where the camera is angled right now. But one of the things that I was doing wrong was I was filling the bucket too full. So I was having to shake it a lot. I'm sure you probably saw that when I was screening. I was having to shake it a lot, and then which I didn't really show, maybe I did. I was getting a lot of buildup in the upper. There's like at the top roller, right above the top roller, there's like these teeth that kind of clean it out, and that was getting all built up with sticks and debris, that's because I had it too full. And so what I was told to do was try and, which I'm going to do my best in explaining this, try and be able to see the top spinner, and then that way, like, I don't have to spend so much time shaking. So you may think that, oh well, the full bucket is the only way to do it, and if it's not full, we're not being productive. But the way Anthony put it, and I would agree with him, I was spending time shaking to get everything out, when if I don't have to spend time doing that, my cycle times probably will end up being the same. So I fill it about, I would say, 3/4 full, and I can see that top roller, and then when I start it, I slowly engage it, and I start to see the dirt start to kind of turn over, and it's working the dirt. And so I am still getting some stuff stuck up on the tube cutting edge, and he said that that would help with that. So I'm just trying to learn my technique a little more, and it's just taking a little bit of time to get, because they said if you use this thing correctly, they have some of these that are getting 15,000 hours out of a set of stars. So those screening stars that you see spinning, and I was blown away by that. I was not expecting that much time on a set of stars, and so, but if you don't use it correctly, you can wear them out a lot faster. And so I'm just kind of trying to work on my technique a little bit, and I got a really nice day here to do this, and so and I have 2 hours to kill here while I'm waiting for a delivery for something. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm doing, and I thought I'd kind of explain that stuff to you. And so this area where I have screen, you can see I kind of down in the clay everywhere. I'm almost done here with what I want to do, and then I have another area on the back side of this pile that I just dug up and kind of piled up, so I can go and sit on top of that pile and screen there. And then I'll have this big pile of topsoil, screened topsoil, that we can use for jobs in the next couple of weeks, which I know I talked about that. So I'll speed this up a little bit. You guys can watch it, and it's kind of therapeutic, I guess. We'll see how much of this I leave in the video, but I just thought it was important to share some of the things I was doing wrong yesterday, and I can already tell after kind of changing my technique and not having so much in the bucket, I'm not getting as much buildup on that top roller. So I'm just trying to be able to see that top shaft, and then it helps start to spin the material and turn it and do what it's supposed to do the right way without having too much stuff prematurely wearing. So I've been screening for a while here, and I think I got more of a hang of what they were telling me on the phone yesterday. And I think I got it going how it's supposed to be going. So as you can see, if you can see in the camera, see how the material is kind of like flowing around, like it's spinning back and forth. And you want to get that kind of a motion going so that it can knock all the dirt off of whatever's in there, any debris that's in there. So what I've been doing is I'll get like now 3/4 of a bucket. I can still see that top roller, and then I start to spin and I can still see the top roller, and then as it goes in I curl it up like this, give it a little bit of a shake there, and then I get all that dirt flowing in there, and it starts to spin and work it and turn. Here, I'll come down so you can see it in the camera. See how it's turning in there? That is what I'm wanting to do. So I really got a better hang of it now. Now I know it probably would be more efficient to have my tailings pile a little bit closer, but it's not too bad of a cycle time. That one probably got too much in it. But I think it's like anything else, right? Like the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. See, I'll show you that material is spinning and turning and breaking up in there, and you know, I would imagine the more I would sit there, the more that it would sift through it, but you know, there's a fine line between screening dirt and sitting there and getting every last bit. I believe I was told one time that you could then, if I wanted to, let this tailings pile sit here for a while or whatever, and then go through it again even when it's drier, and I'd probably be able to get more material out of it, which is really, really cool. So, and what I've been doing, I had a pile of sod here, which what was I going to say? I had tried to do a bunch of sod yesterday or the other day when I was doing it. It wasn't working good, and then I mixed it in with some dirt, and then I've just been taking little bits at a time and letting that sift through it, and it actually now is knocking a lot of the dirt off of it. So you just have to take a little bit of smaller amounts, it seems like, and then once it starts to spin it and knock it around, it seems to work really nicely. So all right, guys, well, I think this is a good stop to the video. I'm gonna keep screening here, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.